What's on the SLATE podcast, episode
3. Like Kirby. Kirby is 3.
Kirby's
Part
the
three.
cowardly dog. Okay, all right. This episode's very important to a lot of people on the podcast.
Why?
The SLATE. Our tech is saying it does not look good. Oh, he's coming in frame. Look at Josh's head.
Oh.
Okay. This episode is very important to us because it is.
It is what?
How we met. Okay, this is an interesting story because it's almost like a catalyst event, correct? I don't know how to start it, but I think it should start, I guess, with me because that's how I met everyone, and that's how it started flowing. And then Victor planted a seed like a farmer John. You know what I'm saying?
I think we all agree that Victor was the one that brought us together. You brought the band back together.
No, but I met Vic, like how we all met each other.
Oh.
So,
like,
so basically,
gotta
you'll
back
say,
back.
how did you meet us 3?
Yeah.
How did he meet you 3? How did
Yeah.
he meet us
Whoa.
3? And how I
So,
met you 3?
Basically, yeah. That's how. It's
And
like
then
each
we'll get
person.
to how we all came together.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
We're explaining
So-
our canon moments.
Yeah.
We're explaining the
OG
canon events.
Canon
So here's what happened. So it started with my ex. That is how I met.
What?
Oh, dude.
Hold on, I'm getting a. Nope, never mind. I'm good. I thought I was
not
getting
your ex,
an
right?
alert
We're getting
from.
a message from upstairs.
I'm getting a message from up from the banker.
Like,
okay.
no, we talked about this
deal.
yesterday. No deal.
Yeah, we cannot talk about this. Okay. So it was around my ex. That's how. And I was at a party, and Victor was invited to the party. And Victor went to the party, and the first thing he does when he meets me, hey, how you doing? How are you?
I grabbed him by the face
He
like
grabbed
that.
me by the face. I was like, I've never met this guy, and he does that, and I was like, oh man, I'm kind of
He touched
nervous.
you?
He touched me. The first thing he did when he met me, he touched my face.
I grabbed him by the cheeks like an Italian.
and mind you, he didn't wash his hands, so I probably broke out after that.
No, I washed my hands.
But it was funny because like that was the first time I met Victor, and there was no film involvement in the beginning. Like it took a very long time for film to be even a topic. Like he would talk about film, but like it was never, hey, go work on this, go work on that. And then I went to his premiere of what was the one that was at
Constant.
No, the other one after that, because we went to what's that theater, Starlight, but it was the one that was really nice. It looked like there was like stars on the ceiling.
Oh, the one for the bookie.
Was it the bookie?
Yeah, but you were in the bookie.
Wait, what?
No. Oh man, I
The
can't
Constant.
remember.
You were at the Constant at the one in Garden Grove.
Yeah, I think it was the constant.
No, I went to a different one.
A really
in
nice
Starlight.
theater?
It was a nice one, but I
The
can't.
one in Anaheim that closed down?
Yes. What was there?
I only had the bookie there.
Okay,
Only.
I can't remember honestly because that's how long we go back. I think it's been. I don't know how many years we've been friends now. I think six, 7.
More.
Has it been more?
About 8.
Okay, maybe 8 years.
Because I met you in
18.
Yeah, 18.
So what's the math there, guys? Anyone know math?
Wait, 2026.
So it's going to be
That's
8 years.
Yeah.
8
We're
years
gonna
I've
be
known
8
this
years.
asshole. So
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
pretty crazy. Like that's how we met, and then it goes on to he just talked about the bookie. So you want to go and talk because the bookie's a catalyst. Because
We'll get there later, bro.
Well,
Like, let's go
hey,
to the,
can I ask something?
yeah,
Wait, Vic, did you know Josh before that?
Oh, bro, the
Yeah.
OG, the ones
I
that
was
are
gonna
no,
say,
I've
yeah.
known 2 people the longest. I've known
Yeah, yeah.
Miguel the longest because he's my brother.
well,
But I
I
remember,
hope so.
I remember Josh. We had physics together with Miss Parikh back junior year, and we had some times in that class. Bro, I can't go into details because we get in trouble. They take it off of YouTube and podcast.
Oh,
but Josh,
damn.
we had some times in that physics class.
you do in the
my
class?
God.
What did you guys
It's
do?
not what we did. We were just spectators, to be honest.
It's not what you guys did. It's what you guys said.
No, I'll say the appropriate
Oh.
stuff. Like he was
Just
right in front of me, I think, or next to me or the side. You were right behind me, huh?
make sure you're talking.
That
to
was
him.
Ali.
Oh, what the-
Ali was hopped on the table and
That's-
started yelling during the lab period because Preek was nice. She was a great teacher, the best. Josh was, I think, right behind me. I think Andres was right in front of me, and Julie was on our left. And we just had a fun time talking some shit,
And-
taking some notes, doing things.
Thank you.
And
'cause
then-
I was
was,
gonna say, you keep going away from the mic.
oh my bad. I'm just looking around because I'm looking at Josh. I'm trying to address
Just
some
try to keep your
self-respect.
mouth on the mic.
Hey, and so
But we didn't know anything about film at the time.
Okay,
Josh
you
and
guys
I
are
were just
buddies.
cool.
Yeah,
we were just
yeah.
cool.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Sorry, I didn't. I guess I didn't explain that either. So
Yeah,
like,
because me and you met on the same day, right? Did you meet
no,
on the
I
same
met.
day?
I don't know if I met Josh the same day. I feel like I met you another
Were
day,
you
right?
at that party, bro?
At the
Where we
party,
met, Nate?
or I met you somewhere else. Like we met earlier, like at a hangout. So I met Josh earlier at a hangout, and like me and him were not close at all. Like it was crazy. I think a year in or 2 years in, that's when we started getting like really close. But I wasn't close to any of them, and I didn't meet them two until we did the bookie, and that's when I met Miguel and Ronnie. Because like there was I never hung out with Victor.
And
So
up until this point, you guys were just like, you guys weren't like
friends.
into film yet, or you guys just grew close casually as opposed to like
Yes. Yeah.
having an interest in film that came later.
No, yeah, like because I didn't text Victor, hey, let's go hang out, or I didn't text Josh, hey, let's hang out. It was a slow, gradual, like every time I'd hang out with my ex, there would be like a group hangout, and then I would hang out with Josh. Like we went on
Yeah.
a trip together to
That's cool.
Washington and
It was
Oregon.
a lot of group things, and he was the last one. Like he was almost like the outsider in a sense, Nate, because he hasn't really grown close to me and Josh till later. The first couple months were like, oh, he's just dating our homegirl, and I go, cool, that's just Nate. And then it wasn't like when we get to the bookie, bro. I'm telling you, when that movie dropped,
It
I'm
changed.
telling you, when that dropped, bro, it changed everything.
Yeah, me and Josh, we hung out a little bit more. Like we'd go hiking and then go to the gym because then we started getting more of a bond. But I wasn't like that with Victor yet. And then, like I said, the bookie is really what set. Like he would start calling me. I don't know. I forgot when he started calling me randomly. He's like, "Hey, I'm doing something over here, and I got something going, man.
Yeah,
I got something like that.
That's
The
exactly what
pipeline.
he said, right? He's like, yeah, I got something going
No,
on.
yeah, like it literally, he would just call me, and I'm like, I wasn't
You're like,
like,
bro, who are you?
yeah, like I wasn't used to getting calls from like, I guess anyone.
Well, 'cause I knew you were gonna be very valuable to the team down the road. I go, bro, this guy's got a little bit of juice on him. So,
I appreciate it.
so
And-
and the first time you really helped, you were an actor. I said, we're gonna act, and then you're gonna start learning your stripes the other way. But should we go in order because you met both of these guys after the bookie? Should we go to the beginning? How I met Ronnie pre-bookie, or Miguel? How Miguel met some of y'all? Or are we? Do we keep it chronological or what?
I would say keep it like I went first, so now it would be like Miguel, or like maybe you could go last because you want to talk
Yeah.
about the bookie.
Yeah, I'll
so
go
it
last.
could be like Ronnie, Miguel.
Yeah, I think
Explaining.
that's good. Yeah.
So I guess Ronnie, you go first.
I go. Didn't you go first?
Second.
I'll go
He's
second.
done
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So obviously didn't meet you guys until the bookie. So we'll leave that last. So timeline order. I was a student at Anaheim, and I was part of the film program. And during the summer, but the film advisor Almedo, he had to sub out basically, or he couldn't make it today, and that's where I met Victor for the first time. And Victor, I would say he was pretty popular around Anaheim because he was always like on our news broadcasts, so he's always showing up talking about Gear Up and all that stuff. So I knew of Victor, but I obviously just didn't know him like personally until now, But yeah, so going back to that summer film program, I'm just doing my own thing, and then I just remember Victor coming in, as the sub for Almedo, and he's like, "Oh, is there anything like you need?" And I straight up said, "No, like I got everything covered." So I'm assuming that's how Victor just kind of just saw something in me in terms of like editing and all that stuff, because like, because like the film stuff, like I already knew how to do, like in terms of editing and filming. So like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but also one of the guys, one of the people that put you on my radar was the admin there. He goes, "Oh, there's a talented kid, Ronnie." That guy knew I did some film and video
Who's
work.
the admin?
Who is it?
What
Who's the
admin
It was
said that?
Dr. Valdez. He
He
vouched
plugged
for
you.
Ronnie.
He plugged you.
what?
He vouched for Ronnie. And he
Plugs
goes,
you
"Bro, this guy's
crazy.
good."
Whoa,
I go, "For real?
I didn't
Let me
know that.
look." And that's when I heard of Ronnie.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm gonna need a guy pretty soon, a guy that just
Whoa.
can film, edit, can do it all, somebody with talent. And I don't know if I'd met Nate at the time and whatnot. He might have been barely around. It's all kind of skewed because as you get older, people start forgetting timelines. You understand
Right.
what kind of
Because
happened?
you're very old.
Yeah. Oh. and then sorry, but that was it. A lot of people said good things about you and that
Oh,
you were the
yeah.
guy.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Hey, Ronnie's the guy.
Villalobos said good things about you.
Oh.
He said
Villalobos.
he said you were a joint. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, that
You're
guy.
a joint?
What's that guy?
Yeah.
A joint?
What does that mean?
yeah, man, two that's over y'all head, bro. Don't worry about it.
Oh, damn, Victor! I didn't know you had it like that.
Wow.
But yeah, so long story short, that's how Victor and I connected, and then that's when Victor brought me into filming the football team.
48 minutes. That was the year
Yeah.
you came in for that second documentary. I had finished one documentary, but Ronnie
insane.
was the powerhouse of the second.
Oh yeah, and then after that, and then after football season, and that's when you brought up the bookie. So pretty quick story, obviously, but
Yeah.
but that's basically how I met you guys during the bookie. But yeah, it was just again the canon events, just one thing after another.
Wow, what a great episode
Yeah.
so far.
So many,
What a great episode.
dominoes, right?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
like boom, 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 boom. I love it.
But yeah, and then that's how I met Miguel and everybody else. So Miguel, just take it over now.
That's
Miguel,
perfect.
how
No,
did
that's
you
great.
meet the crew?
How'd you meet me?
So I
How'd
met
you meet?
Victor.
How'd you meet Victor?
Actually, I met
At what
Victor-
hospital?
Yeah, I met Victor through my mom.
Mother.
really?
By default. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Insane.
she told me, oh, there's this great kid named Victor. He's about to be born soon.
What?
You gotta keep your eye out on him. He's gonna be big one day. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. I mean, I'm 3 years old. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, bet. All right.
You didn't invest in Bitcoin.
I didn't invest in Bitcoin. I didn't invest in real estate. I didn't invest in stocks. I was just too stupid at the time. I was only 3.
Josh
picking my
was already
nose.
investing like at 1 year old. Like,
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm just stupid.
It's okay.
Did you buy-
It's
you bought
okay. It's
Doge?
fine. I accept my
I
stupidity.
didn't invest either.
But I was too busy picking my nose and
Understandable.
drawing.
It's okay.
But yeah, no, this is great. And also, I want to point out something that I feel like is really cool. Once I met you guys collectively, is that like all of us are into film and we're all based in Orange County, or at least not me anymore. But at the time, like all of us were just all based in Orange County and we're all just making films. I thought that was really cool because all of us like got into film through just happenstance or just by being interested in it. And then as we got older, like we just started getting interested in it. It's cool that all of our interests aligned in a way that then leads into the bookie. But anyway, so obviously Victor's my brother. And then I'm trying to think. And then I knew Josh a little bit because obviously Victor and Josh would hang out together and stuff.
Pals.
I went to Western High School, and then so did Victor, and so did Josh.
I did not.
And then you didn't, and then neither did
Neither
Ronnie.
did Ronnie.
I didn't. No.
And then I'm just trying to think of how to get to the point. So Victor during COVID was working at a social media marketing company. Should I
Yeah.
say the name of it?
Vayner
Vayner
Media.
And that was really cool because at the time before that, Victor was already into film because Victor and I made films together. And then in high school, Victor was part of the media broadcast team class with Adrian Olmedo, who I think he also has like a big part in like how a lot of us just kind of reunited because he was the main guy that kind of kickstarted the media broadcast team as well as just the film program in general at Western, also through the larger Anaheim Union High School district. Because film wasn't really seen as a big thing. And so I bring this up just because I think it's really important to say that, like, at the time, film wasn't seen as, like, a very, like, big or viable career option for students.
It wasn't.
And there wasn't, and through that,
No.
the resources weren't
No.
there. So it wasn't until Adrian did that. And I graduated, or I was in my last year of high school when Adrian Olmedo started the program. And then Victor started to do that. And so little by little, I think the dominoes started to trickle there because once Victor and the team were exposed to film and the options that are provided through film, I think that started to kind of really kick things off because Victor then started to do stuff for the football team, started to do videography for them. And then from there, that's when he started working at Vayner and he started doing like the social media stuff. And then that's where he started doing these skits because you were doing social media marketing for what was it?
It was DraftKings and Scott and a couple brands.
Exactly.
But DraftKings was the big one that led into the bookie.
Mm-hmm. And so I knew of Nate at the time too, because when Victor graduated from Cal State Fullerton, sadly COVID had started, and so there was like this kind of like a little parade that we did outside to celebrate Victor, and then Nate was there, and I'd seen Nate before, but it was one of those things where now in hindsight it's crazy to see that there's a time where I didn't know Nate.
Yeah.
Because now like we're just really close. But I remember seeing him in his giant ass Tacoma truck.
Thanks.
And I'm like, wow, that's a nice truck. And then little by little, and then obviously Josh was there, and then I think I knew of Ronnie here and there because Victor would talk about Ronnie. Obviously, like he would praise Ronnie, and be like, "This kid Ronnie's really good." And I remember seeing his work. I'm like, "Wow, this kid's really good." Right? But again, it's like didn't know the person, and then it wasn't until my brother was doing little skits with a character named Paulie the Bookie, which was really clever and smart because basically it's like this bookie who does bets, right? Like in the very traditional sense, but obviously DraftKings and the apps are kind of taking away his power and his job basically. And then from there, Victor started to get very invested in this character, and he decided like, hey, maybe we could do something bigger with this character.
A movie.
And I was obviously in the
Yeah.
outskirts because I was working in animation at the time. And then obviously like Victor knew a lot more about live action than me because he had done documentaries and he had done editing and stuff. And then it wasn't until the bookie when I realized, wait a second, like Nate who I've seen before, like, here and there, is into film, and also Josh is into film, and also Ronnie, and that's what got really exciting, because I think at the time I was like, oh, this is cool, but then I started to get more invested in what we were doing, and then it's just amazing how immediately things just kind of started to meld.
The dough
Just fall into place.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
the pizza dough,
Mm-hmm.
and Victor needed the dough, and now look at us, basically.
Yeah.
And that's like I said previously. That's how I met like Miguel and like Ronnie. I guess like more officially was through the bookie.
Yeah.
And then
Could we go into that now? I think
Yeah.
the bookie.
I think
'cause
it's time.
It's so
Yeah.
exciting just because at the time it was like, okay, we're just making this little short film, right? But we didn't realize later on, or at least we realized in the moment, like, wait a second, like these people are really cool, and I don't know, it just kind of like instinctively led to, I want to work with these guys.
Yeah.
I remember now. So I remember I get a call. And he's like, hey, I need you to play this guy, Mr. Lombard. I'm gonna give you the script. You just gotta read it. I read it, and then he didn't expect me that I was gonna shave my beard. So then I get there, he's like, "You shaved?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, I didn't think you're gonna shave." And then like I was wearing like this like business casual like attire, and I walk in, I see Ronnie with this like I said, I wasn't into cameras, and this big ass like it was like a
Did a
DJI
Black Magic.
and it was on the
Yeah.
DJI. What was it? Ronin S.
Oh, the Ronin. I think it was a 2 at the time.
It was the S2.
Yeah.
It was a 2.
And
Yeah.
that's where I meet Ronnie. Like, it's not even official. It's literally I'm walking into a set, and hey, how you doing? That's it. Very
Yeah.
casual.
Very casual.
Nothing. Didn't think anything of it. Did my scene, and then that's it. We filmed the rest of the shoot. I think it was like 2 more days we shot, and then that's when I met Miguel, and I met Miguel by he had his hands tied behind his back. In the scene because he was
chair.
behind the chair.
Yeah.
And that's how like I remember I was like literally tying his hands behind a chair and untying it each time because like we were like want to let his hands rest and stuff. That's crazy because like who would have thought after that we'd be playing Fortnite like freaking every day. We'd be playing for like a couple hours. It was us. It was Josh, me, Miguel, and Victor because Ronnie didn't want to play with us.
If I'm remembering correctly, obviously you were involved as an actor, and then I think was it Victor, or was it you who suggested that you would help out?
I have
as a
no
PA?
idea.
I said, hey.
Well, not as a PA. I think you made me AD.
You made
That's
it.
what it
You
was.
came on
Yeah,
the
okay.
last day only for AD.
Yeah.
AD just the last
Yeah.
day.
I remember
the next day you had like your whole like PA vest.
Yeah,
and
you had everything. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, this kid's ready.
Yeah.
I
So
remember you're doing your like you're doing a southern accent at the time too, so you're
Yeah.
just like immediately just coming in with this energy that I'm like, oh shit.
Well, someone finally
go.
gave it. Well, I didn't want to get into too. He had an opportunity to be great, and other people don't give him opportunities. And he said, "Fuck, I'm gonna ball the fuck out." Oh, what happened?
you're not close
Get
to the
closer
mic.
to the
Sorry.
mic, please.
Because we
Thank
can't.
you.
It
Thank
sounds
you.
like you're not close to
Thank
the mic.
Sorry, I'm too.
I
You
just-
guys got me here. Check
Yeah,
Philly. Check
yeah.
Philly.
There you
These
go.
mics are very sensitive. They're hypochondriac. I can't even
Well,
say
they're
it.
high end, bro. That's
They're
why
high-end
they gotta be
mics.
right into it.
Hypochondroid.
Hypochondriac mics, and you have to be really close. If you're like this, and then like
Oh
we're
yeah,
here,
you're
see?
right. You can't hear him at the back there.
So that's what it sounds like when you do that.
Okay,
You gotta
so
get nice and
sorry.
close.
I think we got to backtrack. We got way too far ahead. Way too far ahead.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Well, I
I don't
was
think
gonna drop in some stuff about the bookie initially.
We are talking
No,
about
yeah,
the
go
boogie.
for it. Yeah.
Okay, so
okay,
look,
yeah.
With Vayner, we had the Draft King. Then we ideated this character, Polly the Bookie, that I played, and actually Nate helped out with the skit because we needed a couple paid
Oh,
actors.
that's right.
So Nate got a little bit of flow that way, and we met the guy Kyle Janish who was
Cash money.
chill. So when we finished the stuff, first of all, Nate and I didn't know well, but we acted really well together. It was almost natural. I went back and watched it the other day, and I go, bro, like it was fluid, and I was like, all right, cool. I can count on Nate to deliver film stuff. But then what had happened is they were supposed to put like 70 or 80K of paid behind it in Arizona to launch legal betting in Arizona, and they killed it. That would have been my claim to fame. And I said, F those guys, bro. They killed Paulie. They killed him.
They killed him
So then
in his flesh.
I said, I'm just going to stick it to DraftKings, make my own stuff. I wrote the script. Miguel helped. And I said, bro, I need a team. So I started just recruiting like a mother. So I went in and got Stephen, Luke, and Cade from the film festival. They were elite level filmmakers. They were only juniors at the time.
At Kennedy, right?
Yeah. But I got him at the film festival. It's a
Cypress.
district-wide festival.
And going back to Olmedo, right? Because I think he was he involved in that.
Olmedo's the one that piloted that program with John Bautista.
What's it called?
AUHSD Film Academy.
There you go. Okay.
Film Academy.
And then Jeff Newmanville. Who's the other cat from Cyprus? Dean Delgado.
Dean Delgado, yeah.
Those were the OG guys. And then I went in, gave a talk, met those guys. I met Ronnie some sometimes like that. Because Ronnie ended up winning 1 year, 2 years ago, and that's how I found out about him. But the point being, we got to this. Nate came on, Josh came on, and then we all started doing it, and those shoots were just heavy. There were so many trials and tribulations for the bookie. It almost didn't get made, from locations being pulled, losing actors, problem here, problem there, a problem everywhere. And then I got busted open. I got in the head.
Oh, it was in a pickup game.
That we had-
I was
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I remember that.
wait, I remember this.
Yeah.
A guy went. There's this tall dude that was going for a rebound, and then he tries to grab the ball, and then he elbows Victor in like the top of his eye, and then like
well, I jumped
basically
into him.
scrapes
His arm's up in the air, and I just take him
okay.
out. But I hit him with my head.
Self-inflicted.
Yeah,
Self-inflicted.
and I think my elbow and my eye, because I jumped into him. I was probably like 6 feet away, and I just launched at him like an idiot. And then the whole face was full of blood, like WWE.
Gosh.
And then
Then we
there was like a guy who was a nurse or something on site. So the dude already had like a kit ready to go.
That's great.
That was the one time where Victor
Wow.
actually didn't pass out.
No, yeah, there was
one
other
time.
things
Oh my
too. Like there was another person had COVID. I think Ronnie had COVID, so we delayed one time. Lost the scene, lost
Disgusting.
the location, lost an actor. Oh, dude, and we had to reshoot, shoot, drop people, add people, spend. Oh, dude.
Can you talk about what the bookie's about first?
Oh, so the bookie is about everyone knows what a bookie is. I'm sure the people that play bets back in the
but
day.
nobody knows.
You don't know what a
You have to
bookie is?
expect that nobody is gonna know what you're talking about.
Okay, so a bookie, there's this thing called sports in the world. A lot of people play sports.
This thing called sports.
Listen, I'm
I
building
didn't know
up
what
to it.
sports was.
It's like a basketball, football, any sport. So a bookie is what holds the book. He's a bookie. So on the book, it says who put in what bet, who's betting this much, what the line is, what the spread is, which are just numbers and relating to sports betting. Pre-app, pre-phone betting, it used to be a human that would do it. So this human, the bookie, they're a dying breed because of the apps, the phone betting apps, FanDuel, DraftKings, et cetera, et cetera. So I was with DraftKings, and they're obviously sports betting on their app. So this bookie, and it's not legal in all states yet, FYI. So the scheme was he was in New Jersey. New Jersey legalized betting, so he has to move now. He moved to Arizona, which didn't have legal betting. But the point of him moving to Arizona was to set up the sting. Oh, he moved there, but now Arizona is going to have legal betting, which was the comedy of it. And then that was going to lead to going to New York, which is the next state that was going to legalize betting on the app. So they killed that idea, and they did Pauly. So Pauly the bookie basically was he left New Jersey, came to California with his cousin, played by Miguel, and he turned his life upside down. And it's on YouTube. People can watch it. Turns his life upside down, and there's already bookies in that territory, and they're threatened by me. I play Pauly. So I start taking all their clientele, and then they want to jump me. And I said, bro, I'm going to handle my shit here. You're not going to kick me out. And then they steal him, and he has a newborn daughter, Gianna. And then they leave her alone. The whole thing goes on. They kidnap him. They're going to burn down his shop.
T-shirt factory.
And my job was to save him. And then I walk away from booking to take care of my cousin, Miguel. So that is the scheme of Pauly the bookie.
and I play Mr. Lombard. I'm like this guy who wants to order a large amount of shirts, but he falls through, and then I get really mad, and then Polly beats me up because I'm disrespectful to to his
you're
cousin.
being really mean to me.
I was saying that you're never gonna be like your parents,
Yeah.
blah blah. You're never gonna match up to them. He's like, and I forgot the line, but it was so funny.
Like it was a sad story because Miguel, who played his character, had just had a daughter. His wife left him, and both his parents died. So then I'm the only other family that came in, and I turned his life upside down.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, like after the bookie, we just kept doing stuff together. Like it.
Well, the next big thing, I remember after the bookie, I really pushed you to do yours.
Yep.
I wanted you to do infidelity. Well, did the scenes come in before infidelity? Remember the reels we did? Was that before infidelity?
I think it was after.
Oh my
Infidelity.
god, I think it was after.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we
because
did
you wanted to
Infidelity.
so I did Infidelity after that, and that was like my first short film. It was a cluster. I tried to film it, and like I said, I wasn't close to Ronnie yet, but I tried to film it, direct it, write it,
yeah.
and I did everything basically. So like, I'm like cinematographer, Josh is DP, and like, we had like our light system was so sad. It was like a tiny little flashlight, and it was like just like a freaking very, very, very minimal lighting gear. I think we had like one C stand at the time. Like it was just like
Crawl through the mud. I can't lie. I seen
Like,
too much.
tiny,
Walk through the rain. I did it on my
tiny,
own.
Was that the same
Just
for
trying
the
to make
bookie?
it home.
no bookie. I think
We didn't know lighting on the bookie. I ain't even gonna lie. We just
I
fucking
think
shot that shit
yeah.
raw.
I think Josh came on it later on because I remember you brought these like cool little like
The
Exactly.
when we discovered Josh's skills. But Josh had these little, what was it, the MC,
MC
lights.
lights.
The MC lights,
But those
the red
were
ones.
those
So-
were Vic's, right?
No, some were mine, but some were Josh's.
Oh, okay.
But no, but
Yeah.
Josh did lighting on the last day of the bookie, and I go, "Well, this looks great. We should have done it the whole film." But it was over. at that point.
No, I want to bring that up because I know you came on later, and then that's how I met you, and then we just talked about Fortnite because I started playing it,
Yeah.
and then it was just cool because it was just like, oh, like I've seen you around, and then that was the first time we actually got to like actually talk, and then I was wow, like Josh is really cool, Nate's really cool, Ronnie's really cool. I don't know, it was just really nice because that was when like we just chatted with each other, and we had like very similar interests, and
Yeah. And I'm
just
glad
went
you
from
guys
there.
met
And then-
that way. I didn't plan it
Yeah.
to be that way, but it happened. I said we need to bring everyone together. We have a team here. We got this guy, this guy, this guy. But going back to the bookie and all that, with the lighting, somebody said, "Oh, dude, you need lighting. This is this." And I go, in the early stages, we just gotta make it. Right. If the lighting isn't beautiful, like, and for these young filmmakers or anybody out there,
Right.
if you just have 2-3 friends and you guys don't have lighting, just make the film anyway, because story is king. All the bells and whistles will come later. And that's what I
yeah,
think. That's
for
what I
sure.
believe. So I didn't take, looking back, we could have pushed harder on lighting, but I just said, we need to make this filmed, because at the end of the day, it was just me and Ron heavy and Miguel acting. And then luckily the support crew came around, because Steven and Luke weren't what they are now, elite level guys working
Yeah.
on big productions.
everybody
they
was
were
building
raw.
up their skills.
Yep.
Dude,
Yeah.
so they helped with like breakaway stuff. They did what they could. Steven, Luke, and Cade, we'll get them on here at some point. But those are talented young cats.
I'm just curious
Talented.
now, looking back on this stuff. Vic, did you know that Josh was into lighting, or was this something that came on just organically?
I think it came organic. I'm pretty sure he said it, and my dumbass just said, "All right, let's do it the last day." But I didn't think it was like he wanted to be lighting. I thought he said he could do lighting, but he didn't film.
Oh, okay.
Because I knew he had a camera. I knew Nate had a camera, but
yeah.
I didn't know his
Okay.
forte was that. But dude, we had to have been 20. You probably about 23 years old. You were still in college, weren't you? So yeah, dude. So it's not like he had. People don't really flourish. I think in college you're in there doing the classes. You're not flourishing to be a guy, you know. So I don't know. I don't think it was his the equipment. I don't know what he had. I don't think you had to freaking gear what you got now, obviously. So, I didn't know. I didn't know.
We didn't know what Josh had.
No, but now going back,
had
we were
it,
doing
bro.
so much different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Well, now you do. Now you got something
But
in your back
it all
pocket.
started. It all starts somewhere, you know.
But the bookie
I
is
think
just
it's cool.
catalyst to bring people together. And
Yeah,
once they're
yeah.
together, we can start filling it out later.
Yeah.
So with you young cats out there on the film, bro, just get your team going, film whatever you can, any way you can. The rest will come.
It's
Just gotta
literally
believe.
what James Cameron said.
Yeah, just pick
James-
up a camera and
Just pick
shoot.
up a camera and shoot. Doesn't matter what type of camera. Doesn't matter what type of equipment. You pick it up and shoot, because that's how you practice.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
exactly.
And then the big thing, as we started meeting a lot of the other crew that's not here, the expanded crew, I think I really pushed Nate. Bro, when are you gonna do your film, your new film? And then there was some things keeping you from it, and we won't talk about it on this podcast because it wasn't your fault; it was other things. And then he started. Then he said, "Fuck it." What?
Nothing.
You're just funny.
No, we
Can't talk
know.
about it.
No, yeah,
and,
no,
and then
of course.
dude, as soon as Nate did Infidelity, oh bro, now he got a taste. Then he did another one and another one, and now he's like 3 or 4 deep in right now. And then also the thing that helped is doing the documentary yearly for football. I think we really got good, bro. After the scenes, it was the fourth and goal.
Fourth and goal.
Fourth and goal, because Josh took his lighting to another level. New cameras, both these guys, both double Z cam and a 6K.
Yeah.
And then everyone was able to settle in, because I opposed to Ronnie doing 3 or 4 roles or me doing a couple. I said, I'm just going to step back and direct. I'm just going to step back and act. And everyone did their shit right. Everybody was on point,
Yeah.
because then it's a real team.
Yep.
It's a real team.
It's for the docs, it's usually me and Ronnie, cameraman
Yeah.
at the games, and then the interviews the same thing. Like I'll do camera, sound, whatever, and then he'll be like A cam, B cam, separate, whatever. And then Josh is doing the lighting, Victor's directing, like making the questions.
And now we got Elijah,
And-
bro, Steven,
And
Emily.
all
all these
just
cats.
kept expanding and expanding.
Corletto. Oh, dude.
Yeah, the crew just gets bigger, and like, and we're trying to make a presence in Orange County, because it's not just LA. We're coming for you, LA.
Yeah, fuck LA. Just kidding.
Blacklisted.
Oh my God, I'm over.
You heard that?
Hey, but
he
also,
didn't mean it.
the crew also is now perpetual, because from the people we originally got, like Steven, Luke, and Cade, they know people they bring in. Now Carletto brought in somebody. So it's almost like we're grandparents or great grandparents, you know?
Yeah.
I'm Pataji.
Yeah, sure.
Pataji is an Indian word, a Punjabi
I thought
word
your
for
name was
elder.
Devaclio.
That's another time, but I'm Devaclio too. But it depends. Anyway, I
Right.
went. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's like, I guess it kind of goes into like infidelity, because that's when we started getting closer to
Yeah.
Ronnie.
Oh, go into
Because-
that story, bro. How we didn't have him. I said, bro, let's get Ronnie. Let's get Ronnie.
I really forgot how many days he shot in Fidelity. I
Like
think it
like
was
5 or 6.
5 days, and it
That
was like
6 days.
yeah, no,
Oh my
it was
gosh,
it
I
was
didn't know
And it was
that
only like 12,
long.
11 minutes.
it was
or something.
11 minutes, but it
Exactly.
was so disorganized. Like okay,
Right,
I'm
right.
telling you for everyone to know. So that was my first film. I wrote it very poorly written, and I had no shot list. I had like I can't even like fathom this. Like I had no shot list. I shot it myself. So it was my first time using a cinema camera and pulling focus on my own. And I was like, oh my God, this is taking so long. There was like a guy on set that was being like complicated.
Oh yeah.
We all
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. we know.
We will not say names.
We got
but
rid of him.
We got
Plain
rid of
and
him.
simple.
But
They
he was
don't work, we
very
get rid of 'em.
like I don't know how to describe the name. Like the word I'm looking for, but like is it condescending?
What does that mean? I don't know. I hear that word. People say it a lot. I don't know what that means. I really don't.
No, he was kind of
Or demeaning? Is it demeaning?
Demeaning is, I understand that word.
Yeah.
He demeaned you.
Both.
As you were
Both,
trying to
both.
work and you're the director.
Yeah, and it wasn't just me that noticed. Like
Also
it was,
egotistical. I
yeah,
would say.
ego,
Egotistical.
and it was just like
And weak,
And like I said,
skinny.
it was my first time. And what
Yeah,
happened
that's
was
true.
we were taking. I couldn't land the marks on the focus for one scene where Victor comes into the house. He's bringing packages in, and it was one shot, and I couldn't land the focus marks because it was my first time
3
doing
focus marks, though. It's a lot. It wasn't like 1 or 2. It was
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 as you're moving.
it. So I was just like,
it was
oh
a tough
man,
shot.
I can't do this. And then I kept like I think it was like 7 takes, and I couldn't get it. And then he comes up to me. He's just like, so what do you think the problem is on set right now? And I was just like, I didn't say anything. I had no reaction. I was like, I don't know if anyone ended up saying something to him. I don't know if it was Josh. I don't think anyone said something because they didn't hear it. But yeah, he was just like, it's obviously he's like saying like, oh, like you're the problem, like and stuff. But I was like, whatever.
No, but then I found out later somebody had told me that he had said something to a group. It was like, oh, what do you think is the biggest, the weakest link on set or something
yes,
like that.
he did say that too. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god!
What a jerk.
Yeah, no, he said
That's
who's
insane
the
to say.
weakest person on set right now, and I was just like, and then he told me, and I was like, okay, yeah, he's not going to be there anymore. And then I don't know who fired him, but he just didn't show up.
No,
I
he
don't.
ended up just going away.
Oh yeah, he just disappeared. Like it was like self like reflection. Oh, I'm not good on this set.
No, but
he
usually when
self-fired
sets are
himself, yeah.
short, when it's a
That's
short
insane.
set, we usually just don't bring them back. If it gets really bad, we'll just say see you later mid set. But that really hasn't happened. It's normally all right. We're not bringing them back. Let's just finish up because let's finish up. We're almost
Right.
done.
Yeah, and then one day Victor said he's gonna bring someone from school, but I didn't know who it was. And then he's like, "Oh, that person's not showing up anymore." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So then he brought someone else, and that was you. But the thing is, I didn't account for you to be in the set, like food wise,
Right,
and I
right.
felt really bad. Because I was like, oh my God, he's not going to eat. And like, I was like, Victor, you kind of fucked me over right now. Because like, I can't feed this guy.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh no, it's okay, it's okay.
How much could he eat, bro? He don't eat a lot. He only eats a little more than I do.
Yeah.
I know, but he counts as one person.
I know. So who was I gonna bring that fold out?
I have no idea.
I don't
But
know,
you were
bro.
going to bring someone from school and he folded. And then he's like, don't worry, I got someone else in my back pocket. And it was Ronnie. He
This
comes
was Army
in.
knife.
But I've been trying to get Ronnie
This
in for
was
so
Army knife
long.
Yeah.
he brought
I
out.
was trying to get some. I was like, bro, we need Ronnie, and they're like, no, we're good. We got like, bro, Ronnie's a guy. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. And then
yeah.
he got here and tell us how you were when he got here. Like how was it?
That's what I said. Are you talking about how it was?
Like how much better was it
Oh
having
yeah, no,
an
it
additional?
literally an additional person. It made it much smoother. He handled a lot of the shots better than me. And then we have a B cam now. And then he jumped in on editing as well. So I was starting to edit. Victor walks into my room as I'm editing. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "Isn't this how you do?" He's like, "Nate, you're not doing it right." And I was just like, "I don't know how to. I've never edited." So he goes in. He's like, "Nate, let me show you, pal. Let me show you." He goes in. He's like. And I was like, what the
And I
fuck?
did a rough cut. Wow! Before filming was done, I wasn't in a
Yep.
scene. I was done with the assembly cut,
Yeah.
up to speed. What the last 3 days were, and they're on day 3 or whatever. And I'm just
Yep. So it already looked good with Victor, and then Ronnie jumped in to help too, and then like Josh colored, and like I said, it's like not even a catalyst, but I guess it's like even getting like the dough's getting like
it's a
needed even
collaborated
more.
effort. We added
Like,
the
roll out.
ingredients.
Everything's
Like
collaborative.
yeah, it's like oh my God, like everyone's doing their thing, and then in Infidelity, it won a couple of festivals, but like I said, it's poorly. Like I don't think it like the sound was bad, camera works okay, and then yeah, I don't know. It's like it was my first film.
But
so,
the big thing for the filmmakers with a lot of that is 1, file management is the biggest thing, and 2 is it doesn't. You just got to get the shit out of you. Go make it and get it done, because then you have the next one.
Like
the
Sir
next
Duncan
one.
the Tall?
If you don't, if you go, oh, I'm worried it's gonna be bad and it's not good. Like the first one's never gonna be good. Like we get better everything. So people just gotta get. But let me get this waste out of me.
Like Sir Duncan the Tall. Have you
Yeah.
seen it?
No.
He just
Yeah,
like releases everything in the first episode.
It's like projectile diarrhea.
I don't know what that is.
You'll
That's
have to
okay.
watch
Yeah.
it to understand.
Hey, we should all just do a. We should all watch it together. I
Yeah,
think that'd be cool.
Sir Duncan the Tall.
yeah, that's his name.
We should all watch
It's
Sir
Knights of
Duncan
the
the Tall.
Seven Kingdoms, but it's a very
Oh, that.
very
Gotcha.
funny, great show to watch.
Let's all watch it because Nate, Josh, and I have seen it, but I think you two we should
haven't.
watch it together.
Please.
to see
Will
the
we
Talk
reactions.
about the show or what will we do?
No, we'll watch
Yes.
it and then we can
Talk
talk
about
about it
the show.
after.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
Not during, but after.
But also along with all this
Mumbo jumbo.
no, the good Momo Joe we're talking about.
Yeah.
These people now come from all walks of life because now as opposed to us hunting people down, they're coming to us. They're hitting us
Yeah,
up
it
like,
is true.
"Oh, can I work with you now?" So
Yeah.
now there's like we got Elijah from Miguel's godfather got a call. Elijah was dating his niece, but they're not dating no more. But now,
Wait,
Elijah,
what? No, I know what you're saying. Elijah was dating our uncle's who like
uncle's wife,
uncle's what? Yeah.
niece on that side. But the point
Okay.
is,
Because you made it sound like he's like Elijah's dating his own niece.
no, my bad.
We gotta make sure.
Oh yeah,
Hey, we gotta
We
make-
gotta make sure that that's for the record.
He's
That's
not a very good person to
point
explain.
blank. We got
All
Elijah.
of us were like, wait,
We got
yeah, what?
Elijah from a call from our uncle. That's it.
That's irrelevant.
Emily.
Okay.
Emily came
Irrelevant.
from the head coach. And then some people are just now all what? Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
And then but it don't matter, bro, because now these things we come down and they're coming from all walks of life. At some point now, me and Nate are telling people, no, we can't have these people. These people all want to come on set.
Yeah,
We can't.
It happened on the recent one, Dancing Lady. There was more people that want to join. I just couldn't. I had no room. Like, what are they gonna do? You know, I
Stand
feel
around?
bad if they just stand around. They're not learning. So
Can I say something that I think
Yeah, talk about
I've
it.
said this before, but it's nice
Yeah,
when
talk about it.
when I hear it.
Tell me
even
more.
at work, even at Disney, when I talk about things that you guys are doing, they're like, "Oh yeah, if you guys need help, I'll be happily be a PA." Literally, story artists are saying like, "Hey, like they're happy to be PAs." And I'm
That's
like, "Wow,
cool.
that's so nice."
Artists on movies
That's
like
really cool.
Moana, Zootopia, Frozen
Yeah.
would be PAs for us, and that crazy
and that's
shit.
the thing. It's
That's crazy.
And everything that we're talking about here, it's literally just like we're just doing these things, even if they don't go well. At least we're doing them because we'll learn from them. And as a result of that, they see, oh, you guys are doing these live action films. That's really cool. And like obviously we can self critique ourselves and be hard on ourselves, but other people are saying, wow, you guys are doing it though. That's really cool. And so I get people who are like, oh yeah, if you guys ever need help on anything, let me know. And there's actually an animator that I know. His name's Jorge. Who all of you
he's
guys
great,
yes.
dude. He's
Love
great.
him.
Oh, he's so
And
funny.
and he-
love him.
he's a Venezuelan guy, and so he's like, bro, if you guys need me for a movie, you know, I
We
get
need
shot.
him here.
You know, do that.
We need him
I
on
don't
this
care.
podcast.
Yeah.
Come here, invite him.
Come here.
Invite him. We want Jorge.
I
You
need
know
to
what?
figure it
I'll
out.
ask.
I
He
need
do
to
it,
figure
bro.
it out. I need to figure it out. I
Yeah.
don't know how to figure out the mic situation right now.
No, that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're
No,
gonna
but-
figure it out.
we'll figure
We're
it out.
we're gonna figure it out.
No, but the
And that's
point
on
is,
the Great Penny.
the point is that like what you guys are saying, like people are now reaching out to us to make these films is really cool because before it was the opposite, and then now because we've been making these films and because people have seen the improvement and we've seen the improvement. The fact that they're like, oh, I saw this movie or I saw this short film, you're like, wait, what?
Yep.
And it's cool because then you don't know who you're impacting, and then you don't know who's seen them being like, I want to work with them. It's awesome because now it's a reputation that we're building in a way, not just through films, but also through how we work on set, right? And how we're able to assess things and understand things that could work better. Like, I don't know, I feel like everyone here is very humble and everyone here is very
Yes.
receptive to just going with the flow and adjusting to things, but also very passionate.
Rad in the wave.
And you know, I feel like we don't say it because we just do it, but like other people like look up to us and say like, wow, like this is a standard that we're trying to set. So I think that's really cool because we're not just making films, but we're making films at a level that keeps, you know, building up and up. And I
And
think
I don't
that's
see
awesome.
that until like you're saying people would really like what we're doing. I don't see or think about any of that until like bro, we step back and like, oh my god, your movie is really good, and you look back and I was like, dude, we actually put out some good stuff. And it's tough to admit that. Like the goal is always being to get better and get to a level. Sometimes it's hard as a human to see that shit, we are getting better. It's almost like we've always been a kid. We've always been young. We've always been indie. We're always been growing.
Yeah.
When is it going to be? You just got to say, I'm here. I'm close. I'm about to close the deal.
Yeah.
And that's when I started telling these guys, bro, we're about to close.
Yep.
And that's when I feel the elevation really came, because if you're always thinking, oh, one day I'll get there, one day we'll be there, we're grasping. I go, no, we're fucking close.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're here now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you
I
say
agree.
we're here now and we're about to grab it, we're about to close this deal.
Close it.
And I say, this is our year.
Get out
Yeah.
of the mud.
And
Like
you never
Sir
know what it
Duncan
is.
the Tall.
And-
Get out of the mud.
and-
If
to
you're
that-
looking for a deal, you're gonna close one. If you're not looking for a deal, saying one day I'll have a deal, you're never gonna have it.
Yeah.
day.
And
here now.
to that point, that's really awesome. You're saying that. To that point, none of us, I mean, and again, it depends on like where you go to school, but none of us really went to any prestigious film school. Like a lot of us just either went to like public school or public university, and we just learn about these things either on our own, right? Because we love it, or we just
just
grouped
do it.
together and we just did it.
just do it.
Exactly. Because a lot of times there's this perception that you have to go to a prestigious film school in order to actually make it
Yep.
big. But if anything, no, like you just have to be with the community of people. You have to have that passion and energy and motivation to do the thing and learn it. And by default, you know, you just go with it because I think that's really cool.
I love
Because-
that point. Oh my God,
like
I love that
Nolan
point so
didn't go
much.
to film school. He got rejected.
Nobody wanted him.
and
They
he
didn't want him.
went English school, right?
They didn't
And
want him.
it's like, okay, like I went to UCI film school, and this is no shame on UCI, but that is not that is study of film. Like that's not going to teach me how to make a film. That's going to tell me how film was made. But like I didn't want to learn that. I wanted to learn how to get a camera and put it and make a movie and put it into Premiere and edit it. No, that's and like you went to Cal State Fullerton, right?
Yeah.
Cal State Fullerton.
Yep.
And then Ronald.
He did a little bit of Fullerton, bro.
this
He did
is
some Fullerton.
self-taught.
This is no
self-
judgment.
yeah.
Self-taught.
Self-taught.
And one of
I
the
mean,
best editors I've ever
Seriously.
seen. He edits like
And look at his
he's on the,
camera
he
skills.
goes to the computer. He goes to my computer. Nate, I don't like the keyboard. He puts the keyboard stands down. He like puts it to the side. He's like, okay, let me go.
I put on shortcuts. And
He had his preset before
it's like-
Premiere editing.
It's like it's like you know
He's
the
that level.
Oppenheimer thing where he's like you're doing the thing. Like, I was like, oh my god, like
just Tony
he-
Stark. Just
like we're editing Dancing Lady right now, and I was like, oh, like I don't like where like it just doesn't feel like something's missing. He goes in, hold on, Nathan, and like now all the glitches look so good, and like it feels seamless.
And,
So
and
it's just
that
like-
goes to show how good Ronnie is.
Self-taught.
And Miguel, what Miguel and Ronnie were
YouTube
saying.
University.
YouTube University.
There was
seriously.
remember that film festival we did, the 48 hour? It was us four dudes, and we didn't have Ronnie. Man, if we had Ronnie and Josh, we would have fucking killed everybody.
There's three of us.
Us three of us.
We
with
would've,
Emily and
yeah.
Elijah.
We
Oh,
would've
yes.
done
We
24
went, so
hours.
basically 4 of us.
12-hour film festival.
We went toe to toe with a group of 20 from USC, and we lost by 1 point. And we were undermanned, outmatched, and we were toe to toe. We were so close to closing on them, and that's the fire and excitement I have to just go out and be better, to show people that are at the biggest film school in the world, 20 of them deep, and us 3 guys who went to nowhere, ragtag team, toe to toe, and we were down the best lighting guy in the county, and we were down fucking the best camera op in the county. We were down both of them.
Unbelievable.
We're down both
What
of
were you
them, and
doing?
we
You
don't
should have
want
called
to
out of work. You should have came back from the Philippines.
Sorry, my bad.
And we were down not only John, we were down our set designer, Josh, Armin, Ronnie, dude, we were down everywhere. And then
Unbelievable.
the one person I wanted was on that winning team. I was gonna go pick up one other person.
That person
And then
is
we're on that
not going
winning
to be
team.
named because they just left
bro,
us.
we're not gonna
Left
do
us
it.
in the dirt. I don't
What
believe
goes
them.
to show is that we just gotta be hungry and keep fighting, bro. Gotta be. And sometimes people is like artsy and nice. This is a great artsy and community, but sometimes with your craft vision, you gotta be aggressive. You can't just say like we just got this picture is gonna be good. We're gonna be better. We're gonna go all in.
I think that I'm trying to think of the word for all this. It's like we're not gatekeeping anything. Like we're not gatekeeping any information or any way that things get done. It's like all of us share. Like, I just hear breathing in the mic. And no, it's okay. No, because I think our vibe and our tone that we set, not just for ourselves but for everybody else, is the fact that we don't put like a wall over. We don't put a wall to anybody. We just kind of invite everybody in,
Yeah.
and say like, hey, if you want to know about this stuff, like we're happy to share that with
Exactly.
you.
Yeah,
You know,
Come put your hand in the cookie
right?
jar.
We don't
Come put it in
let and that's the thing too, where it's like, you know, and it's great if someone goes to one school or another,
Right,
but like
right.
even if you don't go to any school and you're just passionate about learning about it, like you can learn about it any way you want. But the thing is that we're not preventing anybody from wanting to learn about this information or wanting to be on a film set, right? Like we're not treating this as an exclusive thing. It's like if someone's interested, obviously they need to have a certain skill set and a certain attitude, right? Because obviously we want people who are nice and kind, because sharing that example of that one individual, right? I just feel like for us, it's like we just want to not only inspire ourselves and grow ourselves, but to inspire other people. Because film is tough. It's a tough business to get into.
For sure.
But and it's even harder when people are like, nah, you know what, you don't fit with this, or like you don't go to this school. That means you're not good at this. And it's like, no, like that kind of attitude doesn't really work. And so obviously there's a competitive side to things, but for us it's like we want to make sure that we try to uplift.
I'm gonna pull
everybody.
something up when you're done. I need to talk about what you're saying right now.
Okay, and I just say that just because
I have this
everything that you're
document.
saying, like that's why I love you guys so much, because it's just this demeanor of like we're just here to learn, we're just here to get better, and if other people want to join the team, and we just invite them, you know,
exactly.
because they like I understand like how it feels to try to be involved in a group that you don't know yet, but there's an equal passion. There's like this passion that's shared.
Exactly.
And being able to just kind of like say, hey, listen, don't be afraid. It's all good. We've been in your shoes before.
Right.
And if anything, we're all out to make the same thing. We're out to achieve the same goal, which is to tell stories that can inspire people.
Yeah.
So.
And Miguel,
Well said.
what you were saying now, talking about the vibe and people and learning, like we're all just learning. It led me to create this Danbrook Drive Productions 10 set commandments. And I had the idea when I did commandments for my running back when I coach. So a lot of things that this guy named Kent Beckel, you guys have met Ken, he's the radio guy. He says when he manages a lot of people at some restaurant, and he goes, you can't expect someone to do something the way you want it if you never set the ground rules at the beginning. Your boundaries, your expectations. Because if I get mad, Ronnie's like, well, you never told me. Or it's kind of known, but these are straight up. He had 3 rules. And whatever they were for the restaurant, I can't remember. But what we did right now with effort above all else, your hustle and focus sets the tone. Show up early, show up ready to work every time. And I won't go through the description, but be on time and prepared. Stay positive and professional. Silent when filming. Know your role and own it, which means don't be digging other people's business. Ask if you don't know. Respect the process. Follow the chain of command. Be proactive, not passive. Character is key. And the point of this is someone violates these, now it's in black and white. You all got a copy of this. Which is a lot of people, if you guys are starting a small crew and there's people that you really don't know that aren't like your close friends, like we didn't know all 20, 25 people. Here are the rules. I kind of don't know you, but I'm not going to punk you and say, bro, you're off, you're wrong. If they did, there's nothing black and white telling them you did something wrong. So now if they are not ready to work, we didn't bring someone on another project because she was always late, leaving early, doing some other stuff. Black and white. These were our rules. You violated them. We won't bring you back again. So now it's not like, oh, well, what did I do? Showed you what you did. So along with the attitude, we want, it is now set in paper. So there's no wiggle room. We just, we run a tight ship here. We're all friends. We have a great time. But the ship now went from us getting all the young guys, meeting, learning, meeting each other. Now these are the rules, is how we function as a team, and we're just gonna be great.
Exactly.
We're just gonna be great.
That's great. I mean, is there anything
Leave it
else?
at that, bro. Let's just end it on. Let's be fucking great.
Okay,
Put our hand in the cookie jar.
Hey, let's be great.
Roll the dice.
And don't give up. And remember, just pick up a camera and just start filming.
Yeah.
So
Keep filming.
There you go. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Aquí estamos, watching.